Welcome to The Tonight Show. Normally our little rural community is very quiet and not much happening about the place. On weekends we may get the odd sightseeing traffic coming through our windy roads, along with some hoon drivers and noisy motorbike riders. But what an exciting time we've had here today, with every man and his dog lining the side of the road to welcome the Tour Down Under. Look, some of those dogs were very excited. They've never had so many bicycles to chase. This one on the right will be hauled out before the bikes get here. And the motorbike cops are also having a nice day out, with the entire force looking after the tour. Those hoon drivers elsewhere are also having a free day out. And now here comes a peloton. It's not clear who's leading the race. Could be an Austrian, an American, or an Australian, a Canadian, a Colombian, or a Calathumpian. And then come all the support vehicles. It's a Skoda leading a Skoda, followed by a Skoda, then another Skoda. I have been told that the value of a Skoda can be doubled by filling it up with petrol. Look, little did they know that because information wasn't communicated, that just up the road, the local council were doing some road repairs, and the whole tour came to a complete stop for 10 minutes. This cyclist came to a complete stop earlier in the race. Meanwhile, another big event was taking place at the former Forest Range Fruit Cooperative as part of Tasting Australia. Celebrity chef Eric Schiemer was putting together a $250 per person dining experience consisting of food he had foraged from the forest and the surrounding orchards and farms. On the menu were rabbit, quail or yabby, with a salad of apple, pear, blackberry, wattle seed and watercress. The specially selected mushrooms had a special effect on many of his guests. Now, turning our attention to another philosophical question, there is the old saying that if a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it fall, does it make a sound? But what happens if a tree falls in forest range? Well, in one of our lovely little parks, this tree fell, narrowly missing a park bench where local woman Eileen Entwistle was sitting. She said she never heard a thing. Now there is another saying, don't cry over spilt milk. But I think a few tears got squeezed out when this truckload of apples tipped over on the way to the juice factory. Well, the apples were quite happy because they avoided being sent to a concentration facility. Yes, it's not a good camber on that corner of the road. Conservative members of the community refer to it as the Paul Keating corner because it leans to the left. It's the depression we had to have. But despite all these mishaps, this is the best time of the year for our scenic part of the world. It's autumn and harvest time. Apples, pears, grapes, roadside blackberries. The poet Keats, not Keating, described autumn as season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. And we can continue to enjoy having our heads in a mist by consuming the fruitfulness in the form of cider and wine. Cheers.